So tonight, I would like to talk about AI robot decisions. Think about 3 words, AI, robot, decisions, how they link together. So AI robot decisions, just like humans, also have the ability to make their own decisions and then perform an action accordingly for prevention, diagnostic, and treatment. Remember treatments. So there are 3 waves to AI. The first wave is rule-based. The second one is decision-making. The third one is reinforcement, action. That means not only predict, has to be act. For example, patients go to ER. They're not expect to have a diagnostic. They want treatment right away. So the Autonomous Therapeutics is a platform. This platform is built up for algorithm-based, outcome-targeted, system-oriented, evidence-driven. Think about this 4 things together. It's called OC. Algorithms, math, very, very important for all of you at here. In fact, the questions I was asking at the beginning, I wish you all become doctor. So the scope for this one is for sensing. Nicholas just talking about sensors. So this not only about sensors, about biomarkers inside body and markers outside the body. So intro marker, action marker. And for decision making, processing. So when patients go to ER, they're unconscious, they don't know anything. So what is a physician think? How can we make decisions? So if the robot, what we want the robot to think or to do, then the next one, action. Action is the robot treatments. In AI world, it's called actuation. Also, in the 3rd wave of AI technology. So the reinforcement, remember, feedback each time when you give patients 10 milligram, not enough, 20 milligram, not enough, 30 milligram, boom, reach the plateau. Then backwards. So each time, treatment, diagnostic, assessment, treatment. So this includes hardware, software. The software including master algorithm sets. Remember sets, we're working model sets, algorithm sets. So also biomarker sets. So if you're only working for 1 biomarker inside the body, it's very hard to predict. Also, for example, you drive the car. The car right now is a minimum 125 sensors around. But for the body, minimum 1,500 sensors, include the intra sensors, extra sensors. Can predict, for example, you give a drug, which part, markers, have a reaction. So the hardware is a drug delivery system. The drug delivery system including chips. So you know, implant chips and electronic pills, they're all in that category. And sensor sets, biosensor sets, marker sets, digital biomarker sets. So same as there's a war, you want the armies to go there, militaries to go there. You want all professionals to go there to fight. If there is infection, you want all the markers, all the tools to come to fight. So robot will make decision. This part, pretty much like a rule-based plus wave 2 AI. Then this one is robot control, is feedback each time. Give right correction, right diagnostic. Sometimes when you give the first treatment, maybe the diagnostic not right. So they will help you back forth to make a correction. So that's become robotic evolution, therapeutic evolution. So this is the process. For example, the cycle. At the beginning, screening, then assessment, then treatment, then reassessment, retreatment, then close the loop. Sometimes need long-term to monitor. This is called the learn while in reinforcement treatments. Right now, we learn as a physician, human physician, we learn, but as a robot, machine learning will learn much faster. The games. This is exactly the same as the game. So each time, robot learn, then correct, learn, correct. So this part is the 3 parts right now developed very, very fast. As a drug delivery system and the robotic surgery. Everybody already know there's a robot surgery in there, and robotic bioprinting. Robotic bioprinting is very, very important. Printing pills, printing organs, for example, the kids' broken bones. So all these areas develop very fast. Then the sensors and each time sends back, then give new drugs, new revolutionary treatments combined together. For example, I'd like to give you, just in case, if there's a kid physically injured, so what can we do? Think about it, if the kid suddenly dropped into the hole, human cannot get in there, but bleeding, but robot can sneak in, and 3 layers or 5 layers skin, the human body has 5 layers skin, then print 5 layers skin in there. So that's also therapeutics. Also need calculate exactly the dosage, effect, side effect, safety. So there's because it's too much professional stuff, so I delete a lot of scientific things, but right now I'd like to say the whole area developed very, very fast. So another example, coronavirus infection. There is no right drug right now. There is one vaccine in clinical trial, and there is 7 in pipeline. So for learning well reinforcement treatment, then the robot will automatically learn which patients at where and which drug used, what is the dosage each time learned. This is a machine, that's not human. We'll calculate feedback, which one is the best drug. So those are small things as their works. They're all basic, for example, biomarkers, biotransporters, they're all important for drug delivery. Right now, we're still at level 1. It's called automation levels. There are 4 levels. We're in level 1. Only 1 sensor facing 1 treatment. Then the level 2 is the combined function automation. For example, you have multi-sensors, multi-drugs, or multi-drugs for 1 disease, or multi-drugs for multi-disease at the same time. For example, the patient has heart failure. You have to treat heart failure at the same time to treat other disease too. So the level 3, pretty much more treatments will be handled by robotic. Then the level 4 is a full cell treatment automation. For example, patients under pain, then they will give drugs. They even didn't realize what is the dosage, how much they got. They already got. They feel, oh, I don't feel pain anymore. But sometimes they even don't know there's a pain. So all these areas developed will achieve by clinical endpoints, clinical outcomes. So I assume you all have a lot of questions about AI, artificial intelligence, robot, and physicians. The physician for robot, to answer the first questions, as a robot will replace the doctors, or what can we do? How about the current physicians? Then we will become the doctor's doctor. We will fix doctor. Thank you very much.